Could I be the best in history? Of course. My story knows I do not lie. From the dusty streets of Porto Alegre to the world's biggest soccer stages, the little Ronaldo de Assis Moreira, or as I am known, Ronaldinho, wove his own plot between smiles and shadows. My name is Ronaldinho, and this is my story. I was born on March 23, 1980, in Porto Alegre, Brazil, in a modest family, yet full of love for football. From a young age, the ball was my constant friend, and the streets of my neighborhood became my playing field. The passion for soccer flowed in my veins, and my innate ability did not go unnoticed by those who saw me grow. My first memories are full of images of children playing barefoot in the dusty streets, trying to imitate their heroes on the pitch. I was one of those kids, a boy with dreams as big as the stadium where I one day hoped to shine. My family, though modest, always backed me. My father, João de Assis Moreira, was a key figure in my soccer development. Despite economic hardships, he always found a way to provide me with a ball and encourage me to pursue my passion. From an early age, I displayed an innate skill for soccer. The ball seemed to stick to my feet, as if we had a natural connection. My neighbors and friends soon realized my unique prowess, and matches in the streets of Porto Alegre became daily events that fed my love for the game. It was on those humble, improvised fields where I forged the foundations of my distinctive style. My creative dribbling, unpredictable turns, and the ability to see the game differently were gestated in those moments. I wasn't playing just to win. I was playing to express myself, to bring joy to those around me. In the mid-1990s, my career continued to take shape at the Brazilian club Grêmio. It was during this period where I really began to forge my unique and creative style. My years at Grêmio not only represented a stage of development in my gameplay, but also consolidated my position as one of the emerging talents in Brazilian football. During my time at Grêmio, I participated in local and national competitions, showing flashes of my genius in every match. The club's fans and the press began to recognize my ability to dazzle with the ball and change the course of a game with my creativity. It was an exciting time when my reputation soared, and the idea of making the leap to a bigger stage began to take shape in my mind. The turning point in my career came in the year 2001, when I made the big leap to international fame by signing with Paris Saint-Germain in the French league. This move not only marked the beginning of my European adventure, but also became a crucial springboard for the development of my career. In the year 2002, I won the World Cup with the Brazil national team. It was a significant achievement in my career and a milestone that contributed greatly to my global recognition. In the FIFA World Cup 2002, held in Korea and Japan, Brazil had a remarkable performance and was crowned champion by defeating Germany 2-0 in the final. It was a tournament where my presence and abilities fundamentally contributed to the success of the Brazilian team. This victory in the World Cup further consolidated my status as one of the best footballers in the world at that time. During the key period of 2002 to 2003, my career took a significant turn when I signed with FC Barcelona. The decision to join the Catalan club marked a monumental milestone that would change my trajectory and leave an indelible mark on the history of football. Under the tactical direction of Frank Rijkaard, the world witnessed the emergence of the phenomenon Ronaldinho at Camp Nou. My unmatched dribbling, my passes, masterful performances, and my ability to change the course of a game captivated a global audience. It was a period during which Barcelona underwent a football metamorphosis, and I, along with a talented group of players, played a central role in this transformation. The 2003-2004 season stood out as an unforgettable chapter. Under the Blaugrana flag, we conquered the UEFA Champions League, an achievement that would resonate through the ages. My performances on the field not only contributed to the team's victory, but also earned me the prestigious Ballon d'Or that same year. This consecrating recognition officially positioned me as the best player in the world at that time. Barcelona became the canvas where I painted some of the brightest images of my career. The connection with my teammates, the harmony with the fans, and the unique atmosphere of Camp Nou formed a perfect cocktail for the flourishing of my footballing genius. This period was more than a chapter in my career. It was a symphony of epic moments and historic achievements that left an indelible mark on the memory of football lovers. The stage in Barcelona became the foundation of my legacy. The 2006-2007 season was challenging for us at FC Barcelona. Despite past successes, we were unable to defend our titles and ended the campaign without adding trophies to our showcase. It was a complicated period, especially due to the severe injury of our scorer Samuel Eto'o and a decline in team performance at crucial moments. Although things did not go as we hoped, I personally managed to stand out by becoming the top scorer of the team in the league, scoring 21 goals, my highest figure in that competition up to that time. It was a consolation amid the adversities we faced as a team. On August 27, 2007, I experienced a special moment by swearing the Spanish Constitution, obtaining dual nationality. This decision not only strengthened my bond with the country that had welcomed me so warmly, but also freed up a non-EU player slot on our team. This opened the door for the club to incorporate a new, non-European player, giving us more options and diversity in the squad. However, the following season, 2007-2008, brought additional challenges for me. My performance was affected by my poor physical condition, influenced by constant nightlife. This situation led to me losing the starting position in favor of the newly arrived French forward Thierry Henry. Although not a pure striker, I managed to play 204 official matches and score 95 goals in my 5 seasons with FC Barcelona. In April 2008, a new injury definitively sidelined me from the team. Although this period marked a downturn in my career, I will always fondly remember my time at Barcelona, where I experienced unforgettable moments and left my mark on the club's history. In June 2008, I experienced a significant setback in my career when Pep Guardiola took over as coach at FC Barcelona and publicly announced that I would not be part of the team's plans, thus marking the end of my successful period at the club.
Un sueño a realizar y una oportunidad para ser feliz. Así ha definido el exjugador del Barça, Ronaldo de Asís Moreira Ronaldinho, su llegada al club milanés.
After complicated negotiations, I was transferred to AC Milan for 25 million euros, being presented to a crowd at the San Siro Stadium with the number 80 shirt, due to the number 10 shirt being assigned to Clarence Seedorf. Despite a promising start at Milan, my importance to the team decreased due to adverse results. Criticism from fans and media, as well as concerns expressed by coach Carlo Ancelotti about my performance, culminated in my relegation to the bench following the arrival of David Beckham. The 2009-2010 season started with Silvio Berlusconi demanding a serious commitment from me. Despite questions about my low performance and behaviour off the field, I managed to recover my form, becoming the key figure of Milan, leader in assists in Serie A, and the team's second highest scorer. My contributions were not reflected in a return to the Brazilian national team. In January 2011, the decision was made to terminate my contract with Milan, marking the end of my time at the Italian club. Although I faced challenges and ups and downs, each chapter of my career has contributed to the unique narrative that I am, with moments of joy and, of course, moments of sadness and farewell. On January 11, 2011, I joined Flamengo from Rio de Janeiro in a new stage in my career. Despite having regular participation in the Carioca Championship, I managed to score the goal that gave Flamengo the Guanabara Cup title, marking an important achievement since my return from Europe. In the 2011 Brazilian Championship, I started prominently as the main figure of Flamengo, leading the team at various times. However, I faced intense criticism from the fans during a difficult phase of the team, even generating complaints about night outings. Despite this, I responded with an impressive hat-trick against América Mineiro, momentarily silencing the critics. In the Copa Libertadores, I regained a high level as a footballer, being the creator of most of the goal opportunities for Flamengo. Although my performance was notable, tensions arose due to financial problems and public statements expressing my discontent. Finally, on May 31, 2012, I left Flamengo by terminating my contract through legal means. This was a painful moment, marking the end of my time at the club and adding another complex episode to my football career. On June 4, 2012, my trajectory took a positive turn by signing for Atlético Mineiro. After 5 days, I debuted against Palmeiras in the 2012 Brazilian Championship, achieving a victory by 0-1 for my new team. On June 24th, I scored my first goal with Atlético Mineiro against Náutico from the penalty spot in a match that ended 5-1 in favour of our team. On July 1st, I faced my first club, Grêmio de Porto Alegre, with a victory by 0-1 at the Olympic Monumental Stadium of Porto Alegre. During the 2012 season, I stood out in the Brazilian Championship, scoring 9 goals and 12 assists, which earned me recognition as the best player of the championship. In November of 2012, I renewed my contract until the end of 2013 with Atlético Mineiro and was honored with the 2012 Golden Ball, which awards the best footballer of the Brasileirão. On February 26, 2013, I led Atlético Mineiro to a crucial victory in the Copa Libertadores against Arsenal de Sarandi, where I actively participated in the creation of goal opportunities, despite missing a penalty at the end of the match. Atlético Mineiro advanced to the final of the 2013 Copa Libertadores, facing Paraguay and Olimpia. After a defeat in Asunción, we managed to tie the series and win the Copa Libertadores, with me as a standout protagonist. I became a Libertadores champion, being the top assistant of the tournament and the best player. In 2014, I was named King of America and Footballer of the Year in South America, standing out in the poll with 156 votes. Additionally, I was part of the Ideal 11 of America, consolidating my positive impact on Atlético Mineiro and South American football. In September of 2014, my arrival to Gallos Blancos de Querétaro in Mexico was announced, a new destination in my career. I debuted in a Copa MX match against Tigres, standing out for a missed penalty and a 1-0 defeat. However, days later, I scored my first goal with the team in an exciting encounter against Guadalajara. Despite not reaching my best level, I had notable performances, including a match against America that won recognition even from the rival audience. My time in Mexico was not without controversies, from my taste for partying to abandoning the stadium during the semi-finals. I participated in the historic arrival of Querétaro to its first league final, although we lost 5-3 in the aggregate score. A curious anecdote stood out, a goal annulled by a clever play in which I kicked the ball in the air during the clearance of the rival goalkeeper. After finishing as runner-up, my future with the Gallos Blancos was in doubt. Finally, in June 2015, I ended my contract by mutual agreement, becoming a free player. My time in Mexico was a roller coaster of emotions, with sad and fun moments that contributed to the rich narrative of my career. On July 11th, as a wandering free agent, I sealed a pact with Fluminense until 2016. My debut on August 1st, 2015, against Grêmio was a melancholic echo, culminating in a meager victory by 1-0 at our home. Although hopes were high, my performance did not measure up. And on September 29, 2015, I chose to disassociate myself from the club. After 2 years of introspection, I officially announced my retirement on January 16, 2018. This brief but somber chapter in my career reflects the ephemeral and challenging nature of football, marking the closing of a stage with a bittersweet taste in my dedication to the beautiful game. On October 17, 2019, I said goodbye in an emotional friendly match at the Nemesio Camacho El Campín Stadium, where Independiente Santa Fe faced Atlético Nacional. I wore the Santa Fe jersey with the number 10 for 75 minutes, thus marking the end of an era in my career. Then, on December 14, 2020, I received a significant honor by being included as the left winger in the second historic dream team of the Ballon d'Or. This distinction recognized my unique contribution to the world of football and left a lasting echo on my legacy. In March 2020, I experienced an unexpected episode in Paraguay that completely changed my routine. I was detained along with my brother for using false identity documents when entering the country. The news surprised many, and for a while we faced a period of uncertainty. We spent a period of detention, but eventually, in April 2020, we were allowed to leave prison and comply with house arrest. It was a complicated and challenging moment, but I appreciated the opportunity to return to my native country, Brazil. In February 2023, I joined Porcinos FC in the King League, an unexpected step in my career. This tournament, chaired by the streamer Ibai Llanos, was characterized by its different approach to football. My participation felt more like a symbolic element, occasionally entering as a substitute to provide spectacle. Although I did not score any goals in the league, my characteristic passes and dribbles generated magical moments on the field. Despite this, the King League was often described as a circus, and to some extent, I felt like a clown. And this is my story. Maybe the youth don't remember me and have idols like Messi and Ronaldo, considering them the best in the world today. However, from my perspective, they see me as the best in the world.